Now, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How does a nun come to collect ethnographic art?
It had to do with taking anthropology classes and my time that I spent as a flight attendant in the world. And we did a subservice for Ghana Air. And during one of my layovers, I went shopping in the local market. There was a lady, she was selling other goods, but she had this. I bought it from her. And it was, I'm guessing, one that was part of her personal household. I was attracted to it because it was a comb to be worn in the head, because the goddess, to be fertile, had to be carried around with you and do everything you were doing.
What we have is two different forms here. We have the comb, which is worn in the back of the head like this.
Yes.
And then we have this figurative element, which is an Akuaba form, A-K-U-A-B-A, which is, as you say, fertility. And the idea is that when a woman wants to have a child, she has an Akuaba and she keeps it in her belt. And if she touches it and cares for it, her child will be as beautiful as the doll.
Wonderful.
Now, unfortunately, this is a reproduction.
Okay.
And it's 20th century. It was definitely made for sale. So tell me about this one.
This one I bought at a local store that was here in Indianapolis that's now closed. He bought the odd ends from a professor's cell. And I found it intriguing and bought it.
And for this one you paid?
$35.
I have to tell you that something unusual happened with this piece.
Okay.
I looked at it initially and I was convinced that it was a reproduction, but it's not. It's actually real. I started looking more carefully at the paint. Well, thank you. Looking at the paint, and this is from the Guanacaste Nicoya region of Costa Rica. Dates around 1000 to 1500 AD. And it is absolutely right.
I noticed that this one had a hole at the top and the bottom. Was it attached?
No, that's a great question. What it is when these things are fired, during the firing process, the pressure builds up inside. If it didn't have a vent hole, it would explode. You can see that we have some issues with the paint. Some of it is abraded, which is something you'd expect. We would probably be abraded if we lived that long, wouldn't we?
I'd be a little more than abraded.
Yeah, I think so. This, sister, what did you pay for it?
$10.
I think you're going to be ahead of the game. In an auction or a good gallery, this piece would be worth $20 to $30. This piece at a good auction or a gallery would be $150 to $250.
Not bad return.